Hello, and welcome to Chapter 4 of the fanfiction A Glitch in the System. This is all written and narrated by Milady Samantha. Please enjoy. Cat froze. Were his ears fooling him? Tricking him? Playing around with him? Because he was almost certain that the sentence he had just heard never actually left his lady's lips. After all, she told him many times before that revealing their identities would place them in great danger, and that it would even make them vulnerable to Shadow Moth. Ladybug's heart raced as she realized how long the silence was lasting. To her, it felt never-ending, and panic rose within her again. She wondered if Cat was even comfortable with revealing, especially so sudden, with absolutely no notice.
Milady, would you mind repeating what you just said?
Cat said as his heart also raced faster than usual. Ladybug paused before turning around to face her partner. She needed to stop being a coward. She needed to face up to this, if not for her, then for him, and for the need of keeping him as Paris's Cat Noir. As her Cat Noir. I think it's time that we reveal our identities, Ladybug repeated, although more slowly this time. Cat's expression turned into confusion.
But, Milady, you said it was too risky and that having our identities as a secret, even from one another, would protect us, he said softly. Ladybug again paced herself towards him. She held his hands into hers and clasped them together as she searched his green cat-like eyes. I know what I said, Cat, but after today, I believe I need to know who you are so that I'm able to contact you in case of emergency, even out of costume, Ladybug said frantically. Cat could sense her nerves and smiled. So, Milady, are we truly going to do this? And now with that?
He said mischievously. Ladybug gulped before saying, Yes, now, Cat. Cat's smile grew even bigger.
Okay, Bugaboo, then since you're the guardian, why don't you go first?
Cat suggested happily. Ladybug panicked. He couldn't know hers, at least not before she knew his. She needed an excuse. No! Ladybug yelled. Cat stared in dismay before Ladybug corrected herself. What I mean is, I'm slightly intimidated. Would you mind going first, kitty? Ladybug said sweetly. Cat couldn't resist her shy look, and so he agreed.
As you wish, milady.
Cat was excited to share who he was with his lady. Maybe he could finally get her to fall for him. Or was that too far-fetched, even for a model? Well, he had to at least try, right? Ladybug looked at Cat. She felt like resorting to her civilian habits, such as nail-biting, hair-pulling, and curling up in a ball and rocking herself in the corner. But instead, she took another deep breath as she tried to calm herself.
Okay, well, I'm Adrian Agrest,
Cat Noir said confidently. Ladybug froze for a moment before she snorted. Good one, Chaton. And I'm Chloe Bourgeois, or even better, Audrey. Laughed Ladybug loudly as Cat just stood there staring at her, trying to comprehend the joke she had just made.
Since his lady wasn't believing him, he decided to show her for himself. Well, claws in,
Cat said as his transformation disappeared, and beneath all the glowing green magic stood Adrian Agrest. Ladybug gasped as her mouth hung open. You mean it wasn't a
joke?
Ladybug questioned in an obvious disbelief. Adrian smiled shyly.
No, this is really me, Adrian. You can say that yourself now.
Adrian said awkwardly as he rubbed his hand behind his neck. He paused, wondering what to say next as he continued.
I always dreamed of this day, milady, the day I'd be able to be honest with you. I felt awful lying to you when you'd offered me the snake Miraculous, so I switched between the two as often as I could, and every time you've saved me as Adrian, I wish to tell you Kat was right there with you, but I couldn't.
Adrian briefly paused.
I'm just glad I don't have to lie anymore,
he said happily as he smiled.
Maybe I'm not who you thought I would be, but I hope you're not too displeased. I'm sure whoever you are, you're amazing,
Adrian said sweetly. Ladybug was still lost for words. Adrian looked up to her again, sensing that she was uncomfortable.
Ladybug,
Viperian spoke from the earpiece.
Would you like me to turn back time now? I'm about to de-transform.
Viperian stated frantically. Ladybug needed to remember this. She had to figure out how this was all possible. Nothing made sense anymore. No, it's okay, Ladybug made out quietly to Viperian. 2 blocks away, Viperian's transformation fell as his second chance had run out. He again bit his lip nervously.
I sure hope Ladybug knows what she's doing,
he muttered to himself as he frowned. Adrian was awaiting a response from Ladybug. Ladybug finally decided to speak.
I'm madly uncomfortable,
she shrieked, almost as a loss of oxygen. Adrian smiled awkwardly.
Of course, you can take your time. I'll wait as long as you need, milady. After all, now you'll be able to contact me when you need me.
Adrian smiled.
And whoever you are, please know that you're truly amazing,
Adrian said. Ladybug muttered out a as she used her yoo-hoo to escape the awkward situation. Thanks so much for listening. I really hope you enjoyed it. The next part should be out shortly. Goodbye for now.